All right, I guess we're back recording. And welcome back to Titans franchise Offseason. Part 2, we're going into the draft. Of course, I can't go back into the rookie draft class right now because we're going to start the draft. But this is our roster as of right now. We have Corey Davis, Kevin Byard, Adoree Jackson, Rashaan Evans, Harold Landry III, of course, has been franchise tagged. We got Jaylen Brown, Derrick Henry, Jarrell Casey, Shamir Roll, Jesse Holman, Jeffrey Simmons Jr., Taylor Wan, Jonnu Smith, Jack Conklin, A.J. Brown, Adam Humphries, Saffold, Samia, Ben Jones now signed off free agency, Brian Campbell, Amani Hooker, LaShawn Sims, Carnell Watkins, Brett Kern, Isaiah Mack, Nate Davis, Deshaun Davis, Dane Cruikshank, Kobe Gossett, who we got off free agency, Myron Levy, Joshua Ash, DeAndre Walker, Michael Jackson Sr., Keontae Davis, Hale Hentage, Sheriff Finch, Richard Jackson, Javante Hankins, Joshua Halsley, Ryan Suckup, David Long Jr., Jarrell Davis, Andrew Beck, J.T. Gray, Gerald Willis III, Joshua Kalu, Dwayne McGee, Shaquem Sheffield, Shaquille Hardison, and Charlie Coe. So, not the best roster. I think, of course, last year, for season 3, there was a lot more depth on the team. I think I definitely need at least 6 receivers. I got 5 right now. I need another receiver. Tight end, I think we're good. And we need tackles. I need tackles, and I need a guard. I need a really good guard, too. I need at least one more guard. Actually, I need probably 1 guard and 2 tackles. I need to write that down, too. So, it's all about the meat and potatoes with this Titan franchise right now. What I say, 2 tackles and at least 1 more guard. Yeah, that's what I said. We need to find a Jarrell Casey replacement. He's 32 years of age. He does have superstar development, but right now he's $13 million against the cap right now, and it would be nice to get rid of him. But of course, I don't like. There's a thing about Madden, especially right now, as far as trading for draft picks. I really don't like doing that because it'll cheese the system. I really don't want to do that, so I'm not going to do it. And I like Jarrell Casey. I really don't want to get rid of him, but it's a lot of money on the cap with him. And he's 32 years of age right now. Well, it would be nice to get his replacement. Maybe we can let him go in the offseason or trade him away in the offseason. I mean, when the draft is over, I don't know. Good here. Pretty young, not highly rated, but still decent players. Of course, Rashaan Evans is great. Jaylen Brown is superb. And then you got Harold Landry, the best linebacking core in the league, where I got. And these are solid players, too. Even with the loss of Worley, I feel like we got a pretty good corners. Kevin Byard's getting older. I think 1 more year, and he's about done. He's going to really regress. And but Carl was let go. Instead, now we got Cruikshank and then Myron Levy. Can these guys actually take the next level and be like stars? They have normal development, Of course, what Carl did. And, oh yeah, Myron Levy's got star. So Actually, when you think about it, Levy should get the nod, and I'll probably do that. I think it'll be good to him to get some playing time. He's got that star development. Can't ignore that star development. Definitely worth. So that makes me feel a little bit better about the situation. And as you know, our draft picks was follows. We got the 29th pick from the Saints. The Saints ended up winning a lot of games with Teddy Bridgewater. And of course, they were number 15 when we made the pick. They got to the Final Four of the NFL playoffs, so they've been upgraded. But still, I'm pretty good. I mean, in the first round, I might have to trade up, but I'm trying not to do that because I don't want to give away the store. I can give away a third and a four and a five. I mean, I got picks I can give away, but really, I think with this draft, I really want to get at depth. Definitely on the offensive line. I really want to attack the offensive line. I really want to get a defensive end that's going to be a superstar in the league. And I really need to get at least another safety, whether it's free safety or strong safety. I need to get another safety. But a running back and a receiver would be really great. So I really do not want to give away any draft picks. But to move up in the first round, of course, you're going to have to give away some. You got to give something away. So that's where we're at. And I don't trade players in the draft. See, Mr. Hurricane, Hurricane said the same thing. Like if you do a trade for someone in the draft, they will overvalue the trade, and you'll get a ridiculous you can get a top 10 pick in the draft, and that usually does not happen. So I'm trying not to do that. It is tempting. I mean, there's some star players in that draft, man. We're going to start drafting right now. Let's get it done. Here we go.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
The Dolphins start the pick. Okay, I'll do this. I'll pause it. I will view my draft board. And we will go with my draft board. I got a left outside linebacker at number one, first round. Well, let's just see the whole board. Available all positions. There's Nicholas Kendall. There's a guy that could replace Casey right there, but I would have to trade up to get him. There's another one in Bradley Meredith. These are two players that are going to be superstars. If they can drop a little bit out of the top 10, I'll try to trade up to get them. But there's some more, too. I mean, there's this guy, Brock Patton. I didn't get to scout him, but he's 6.7 combine. He'd be interesting. And then there's Marcus Chisholm. He'd be very interesting. He could drop, He could probably drop. In fact, I'll put him on my draft board. There's Anthony Lacey. Oh, they got a whole bunch of good ends in this draft. There's Steven Johnson. Steve Johnson, he could fall. Let's see. There's a strong safety, a 7.3 combine grade, Rashad Stackhouse from Florida, who's like a once-in-a-lifetime talent at strong safety. Wow. But of course, I think I'm doing pretty well at strong safety, especially since I know I got a star development player. But still, that is tempting. Rashad Stackhouse is definitely the guy. And receiver depth, I'm not really looking to go with receiver in the first round. That's not really a need. First round pick. You got Jeff Cronin, who would be really great. Tight end's not really it's not a need. I really don't want another middle linebacker. We're good there. Lorenzo Joseph, if he It's tempting to take him. Very tempting to take him. To look at what I really want to get. There's tackles. I would love to get Ebadiah Newsom. That would fix a whole lot of our problems right there because Taylor Wan is getting older. If we can get a guy like that, oh, man. Bench press second. Bench press. 37 reps. I mean, he's not a scheme fit. He's not a scheme fit, but it doesn't really matter. If he's that highly rated at left tackle, it doesn't matter if he's a scheme fit or not. Guard. Barry Tate's there, second rounder. Then there's a real good, Barry Tate would be great. Alex James. Eli Hayes is sort of overrated. They're really saying he's not really draftable, which is kind of crazy. There's Jimmy Aldridge. Dan Lee. Combine grades. He's a 5.8. I put him on the board too. 5.6, 7 rounder. All right. First round pick. For the Miami Dolphins. Goes to...
The Lions are now on the clock.
Oh, they went left end immediately. Bradley Meredith is off the board. I can't trade up in the first 10 picks. It's not. I would have to give up the store to get up there. So I'm staying pat. There's all kinds of left end. There's all kinds of defensive talent. Andrew Cosby is gone. Andrew Cosby's gone. Oh, man. Yep. It's a defensive end class, and they are going at it. 2 defensive ends, first 2 picks.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
A 3rd defensive end. Wow. Yep. I mean, I hope they save some so I can at least trade up because it looks like I'm going to have to trade up if I want to get Jarrell Casey's replacement. I'd have to trade up.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
Okay, it took a linebacker. Wade Klein is gone. Then, of course, the big thing is where do the Supercharger players land at? So this is crazy.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Another defensive end. They're just being taken all in the first few rounds, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can't trade up in this round. I just can't do it. If he's gone, who's left? As far as ends, who is left? There's Anthony Lacey. He's still left. But then it's like a drop-off. There's Brock Patton. Anthony Lacey is up there. Hopefully he lasts a couple of more picks. I can see if I can trade up. And then there's, of course, Steve Johnson. So they just took the best ends and took them. I mean, right out of the gate. So that's where we're at.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
Good. They took a middle linebacker. I did not expect that, man. They went all end defensive end in the first picks of the draft. That's not good.
The Bills are now on the
Another
clock.
end is gone. Brock Patton, a 76 overall, too. Ooh. That's just not cool, man.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
Another end is gone. Avery Thurman. I gotta get a good player in this draft, man. I'm trading up. I'm trying not to trade away my pick, my first round pick. So if they pick here,
The Redskins are now on the clock.
I'm not going to trade with the Redskins. They're in the top 10. But I will trade with the Panthers. I'll see what I can do with the Panthers. Just don't take another end. Just don't do it.
The Panthers are now on
And
the
they
clock.
do. Anthony Lacey is now off the board. So as you can see, I got to make a deal. See if I can get the Redskins, the Panthers to do anything. We'll go trade center. We'll trade with the Panthers. See if they're willing to do anything. I hate to do this, man. Let's just see how they feel. I mean, I know this ain't going to do it. This is not going to do it. But I just want to see some feelers. How they feel about it. They don't like it at all. If I had a third round pick. I'm not giving up my 2. I'm not giving up my 2. Come on. Oh. They just want too much. They want way too much. They need defensive tackle, and they have a left end need too. Not even close. Not even close. Let it go, boy. Let it go. Not even close.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Dennis Coleman, receiver. They took a receiver. I'm surprised. Pause it. The Jaguars on the clock. I can't do no trades with the Jaguars though. No, I can't. It's just picks. I'll go ahead and do a trade anyway. I don't care. I'll do the pick anyway. Oh. Even a package of picks don't get it done. They don't even come close. There ain't no way we're going to get a trade out of this. Who do they choose?
The Bears.
Steve Johnson is gone off the board. It was just a draft for ends, man. They just took them. Whatever was an end, they took them. They just took him.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Rashad Stackhouse, 75 overall. I was looking to try to get him too. Man, that sucks. Rashad Stackhouse is off the board. I'm going to just pause it. I'll just do it like this. Okay, we're Rams.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
Darion Price, 78 overall, free safety. Oh, God. But no one's going to make... I'm going to try to get a pick here. I know what I could do. Who's this? The Raiders? Let me look at the board first. Who's on my draft board? All positions. Brad Cole is there. I don't need to do that. I just go to available. My draft board's been busted up already. Wait a minute. What am I doing? Available. They didn't go for the guys I thought they would go for. Like, Jeff Cronin. Nobody went for him. Lorenzo Joseph. Nobody went for him. They just went for the guys I sort of really wanted. But we can get Obadiah Newsom. We should be able to get him if they don't try to draft him too early. If they draft him too early, I'm going to be, man. I can borrow. As far as my draft board, I know it's been busted up. Yep. Ain't nobody on it that's in the first round. My first round board has been busted. Garrison, McAllister. No, it's been busted. It looks horrible. The perils of winning a Super Bowl, man. Oh, it's great that I won a Super Bowl, but now, I draft so low, I can't get any impact players that I really wanted. I mean, this was the first round of the defensive end, and I just missed out on it because I don't have the picks. And I can't trade up in this. I just can't. I have to give away the store. I have to give away a second round pick. I don't want to give away my second round pick. I don't want to give away my first round pick. Even if it's late, it's still a first round pick. I want to keep it so I can get somebody. So it is what it is.
The 49ers are now on the clock.
Ooh, a 79 overall defensive tackle. Oh my God, this was a great defensive line class.
The Texans
Scott
are now
Good
on the
is
clock.
off the board. That's what I need. Take some tight ends. Take some quarterbacks. Why don't you take those?
The Steelers are now on the
That's what
clock.
I'm saying. Take the people I don't need.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
So now we're done seeing a rush of defensive tackles right now. Keep
The
it going.
Bengals are now on the clock.
The Cardinals go with a go with a wide receiver. That was kind of weird.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Okay, they're going at a rush of receivers right now.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Good. Okay, is there any reason for me to now trade up? I mean, I don't think there's nobody here worth taking. Trading up for that I can't get at 29. Of course, there is Lorenzo Joseph. Is whoever on the board? What's the guy? Ebadiah Newsom. Let me make sure he's on my board. Yeah, he's on the board. All right, cool. Any first rounders worth trading up for that's a need right now? I would say no. Look at it. Everything's now starting to fall second round talent. We can hold out for Ebadiah Newsom. I still think I can get him without. If I can get Ebadiah Newsom without trading up, that'd be great. But I'm just seeing where this draft is going. And there's Barry Tate at the second round. The left guard. Joseph Hayes. There's some talent still in this class. There's a lot of talent in this class. I just gotta know how to get it plucked. There's a strong safety there. Cool. Matt Coker. But as far as the end, there's no ends here. We got screwed out of that. Yeah. All right. I'm not trading up. Just hope you don't take my lineman. Don't take my lineman.
The Giants are now on the clock.
They go corner. I haven't really seen an offensive lineman yet. Okay, Giants.
The Ravens are now on the
Lorenzo Joseph. Lorenzo Joseph, the supercharger wide receiver phenom, goes to the New York Giants. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'll take pictures of that later. Oh, man. I would have loved to got him, but I'm kind of glad I didn't. Receiver wasn't really a need right now. It's a depth issue, but it's not a need. Okay, who's on the clock? The Ravens.
The Browns are now on the clock.
They just went guard. All right, I gotta trade up. I gotta try to trade up with the Browns. I can't lose Ebadiah Newsom. I can't, and I'm afraid they're gonna pick him. Can't have that happen, so we got to make a deal. Ooh, and left tackle's a need. All right. We got to make a deal with the Browns. I cannot afford to lose Ebadiah Newsom. Can't do it. Cannot do it. And I'm giving them way more than what they should get for this pick, man. I'm really giving them a whole lot for this pick. I'm only 4, but I gotta make sure I get them. You know, if I don't get them, then I screwed up, and we're way off. They won't even take anything. We are way off. The left tackle's a need. They can go right after it. It is a need. Or what if I move this early? Do we take those? Because what I'm afraid is they'll pick them. It didn't even, it moved the needle a little bit, but no, we'd have to give up way too much. I had to give up my second round pick. I'm tempted to do it. Because you screw this, if I screw this up, if I give away my second round pick, I still got my first round pick, but I get this pick too. And I mean, you could do it that way. I mean, let's do it that way. We'll do it that way. What does it do if we do straight up pick? How far are we? Okay. But I add in a 3 and I add in a 4. What would I give it? Don't want to give up my first round pick, man. I really don't want to do it. I really don't want to do it. You guys want too much. All right, go back. Is that the late one? Let's make sure it's these. If I'm giving away my first round pick, they're getting a late pick. I'm not going to give up like too much, man. I already feel like I'm giving up too much for this pick right now. I just can't afford to lose Evadiah Newsom, man. I can't. Can't do it. And they still won't take it. All right. You want my early 4? You want my early 4? You want my early 4? Will that get it done? Will that get it done? You want my early 4? I'll take you my early 4. Oh. Y'all asking for way too much, man. They're asking for way too much. This is probably going to get it done, but I really hate it. But I do. I still have. We get the first round pick. I still got the second round pick. I didn't have to give up, and I still got a third and a fourth. We're still good. We're still good.
Well, if you're wondering what the delay is, I think we've got a trade coming here.
I hated to do it, but I had to do it. We have to get a good player, man. We have to get it. We have to get it. The issue is not at quarterback. This is a deep halfback class, so I think we can get a halfback that's worth it. We can get a good halfback in this draft. There is wide receiver talent, no question. But we will not get a guy like this. He's not a scheme fit, but I think he'll fit our team great. I can still try to get Barry Tate. Or we could go for Barry Tate right now. Either way, we need somebody. We need these linemen, but who do I take? Who do I take? There's a tackle there in the third round. Any more guards in the late rounds? No. Look at those combine grades for Tate, though. Look at those combine numbers. Projected late second rounder. I would love to. Could be doing good in taking them. Mid first round talent. Mid second rounder projected. What's Barry Tate? Mid first rounder. We've got guards in this draft. I don't think we'll find another left tackle like this. With this upside. This is a real weak line class. These are rare players. These are rare players. Dan Lee's waiting there too. He's another tackle. But the run blocking. Those combine grades. I can go guard later. I'm drafting them.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Hidden development of Ebadiah Newsom. I think that was a good pick, guys. I think that was a really good pick, guys. He's got hidden development. I think he was a good pick. Cowboys on the clock. We're not. Oh, we do have a second round. We picked 13. We can probably still get the guys we want.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
We go defensive tackle. Patriots on the clock. Just don't take a guard. Don't take a guard.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Patriots draft Jeff Cronin.
The Browns are now on the
Steve
clock.
Dillard, Vanderbilt. Go on, Browns. Don't screw me up.
The Colts are now on the clock.
Thank you. Colts.
The Packers are now on the clock.
Come on, Pack. You need a quarterback, Packers. Draft a quarterback.
The Saints are now on the clock.
Go middle linebacker. That's the Saints. We don't need a quarterback. They got Teddy Bridgewater.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
Okay. We're in the second round. What y'all think about the pick, guys? We got Ebadiah Newsom. All right. Go ahead. We're at pick 13, so we're not far, and hopefully there's no run in offensive linemen right now. That's what I don't need.
The Lions are now on the clock.
They go corner. There's been a run on corners lately, so maybe we get lucky.
The Jets are now on the clock.
Ooh, they took over halfback. Taj McFadden. The Jets.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Go receiver. Broncos, who y'all pick?
The Eagles are
We
now
go
on
quarterback.
the clock.
Jack Dillard. Nobody has went for Scott Brown. I swear Scott Brown has not been drafted. I mean, who's quarterback? What quarterbacks are left? Oh, yeah, Scott Brown's still there. Thomas Barnhart, Rookie Boyle. Of course, Matt Sherman's still on there. These are all late picks. It's not a big quarterback class at all. Not a quarterback class at all.
The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock.
Tight end goes to the Chiefs. Vikings.
The Bills are now on the
they
clock.
just got a guard. Jimmy Aldridge. Bills on the clock. I am not trading. I'm not trading anymore. Unless I feel like I have to. I just hope they don't take the guy I'm really wanting to take.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
They go outside linebacker. Here come the Bucks. Come on, Bucks.
The Redskins are now.
Barry Tate is off the board. Barry Tate's off the board. Ugh. That really sucks, man.
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock.
All right. Well, they stole my thunder. Barry Tate was only a couple of draft picks away, man. Only a couple of draft picks away. Who's in the second round that I really want, man? Okay, I can look at my draft board. Who's in the There's just no one here worth taking. According to my draft board, there's no one here. We could go Joseph Hayes. You know what I'm saying? We could go Joseph Hayes. There's also a really good outside linebacker. But we're pretty good at linebacker, so I'm not really wanting to do that. There is Dan Lee, but that would be drafting him way too early. That's drafting him way too early. Now these guys are just too early. Let's look at the available board. D. Jeffrey at wide receiver, 5.8. Deep threat. 4.4. He does a 4.49. Vertical jump, 3 cone. Mid-second rounder, deep threat. Lee Jeffrey. But I don't think wide receiver is the way to go right now. Speed rusher. That's Joseph Hayes with a 7.5 combine grade. I think we have to almost go with that. It's about getting the need or getting the best talent. Right now, we could go Dan Lee. Where's my draft picks are at? Okay, I got the third one, but it's like the last part of the third round. Do you take a chance on? I mean, I just drafted a tackle. I really needed a guard. And I don't think there's no guards out here. There's a 5th rounder, but he's projected to be a 1st rounder, but he's a 5th rounder. I don't want to pet. So I don't think we can go there. There is a 2nd rounder out here, Florida State with that power guard, but we don't know nothing about him because I didn't scout him. So I don't know about drafting him. Dan Lee's over there late. Is there any ends worth drafting now since we had that rush at end? No, there's not. Justin Jackson's there in the 5th round. Scouted him. There's a free safety in the 4th round. There's Jimmy Jackson in the 5th. There's Matt Coker in the 3rd. But he's a early 2nd round talent. I'm tempted to take him. But you can't pass up talent. You can't pass up talent like Joseph Hayes. A 7.5 combine grade. This guy is it. He runs the 4.40. He's 2nd in broad jump, 3rd in cone, first running back in the bench press. The guy's a beast, man. We need another back, man. I think I'm going to go with Joseph Hayes, man. I think with that combine grade, I think he's going to be a great player. I think I'm going to probably hate what I just did, but I'm going to go with him, man. We'll go with Joseph Hayes for drafting him.
The Rams are now on the clock.
I reached. But he's got hidden development. It's not even that big of a reach. It's like 15. But he's a hidden development player. I think that was a great pick. Grab board now. So I got David Newsom and Joseph Hayes, who's got hidden development. That means he's going to upgrade. That's 67 overall. And let's look at the ratings, man. Hell yeah, 90 strength, 83 run. Well, that's Newsom. Okay, here we go. 78 break tackle, 90 speed, 91 acceleration, 85 trucking, 79 carrying, 80, 78 elusiveness, 85, 88. I mean, the guy's going to be great. He's going to be great. He's going to be great. All right. Now I got to sit this one out for a long time. Is there anybody worth trading up for, though, that we don't know? Let's look. I still want the guard, man. And I don't want to give up a lot. And Coker's still floating out there. He'd be a great kid. Max James there for the 5th round if we really want a guard. Still there. He'll be probably there for a while. He's probably the only guard worth taking. Alex James is the only guard worth taking. So you got him, but that's a 5th rounder. You can wait on that. Of course, there's no centers worth drafting. We don't need a middle linebacker with good. We don't even need it for depth. We're already good at linebacker. Unless you want to replace, Harold Landry, which I think he's irreplaceable. He's just too talented. There's a 3rd round now, right outside linebacker, though, TJ Sharp. The only guy I think we're trading up for, honestly, is Matt Coker. Yep. As far as guard, there's Alex James. And that's it. I mean, there's nobody else at the guard position that would even be close to what he does. All right.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
I had to trade up in the
49ers are now on the clock.
I can't trade up now. It'd cost too much.
The Texans are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock.
Marcus Watnot went. Marcus Watnot is going to the Chargers.
The Giants are now on the clock.
Strong safety. I think it's just too early. I don't think no one will take him. I'm hoping not. I hope someone does not take Matt Coker. Not right now.
The Ravens are now on the clock.
When Vines is gone.
The Browns are now on the clock.
Stanley. I forgot about him. That's not good. Stanley goes to the Ravens.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
There's another strong safety. Might want to see about a trade with the Cowboys. I don't want to lose another player, man. Chance of another player, man. Let's see what I can do. Who's on the clock? Cowboys, yeah. Wake up, Dwight. Cowboys, all right. Get a drink of water. Whew. All right. What picks do I have and what do I want to give away? I'm willing to give up my third round pick. Okay, bottom line, I'll give that up. I'll give up a late 5. You give me your pick right now. No. They said no. They will not do it. What do I have left? There's really not much I can give them, except future picks, which I'm not going to give them. Give you one now, get a late 5th round, and give you a future 3. Will that make it even better? Will that entice you? Nope. I'm not giving up a future 2. Guards in need. I mean, not strong. I'm not looking for guards. Strong safety's not in need. I don't think they'll do it. They may not do it. I'm not. I could be very, very wrong. We're going to trade up anyway because I think Matt Coker will go before we can get to him. We have to trade up, but I don't think right now we can do it.
The Patriots are now on the
They
clock.
can't Lee Jeffrey. The Patriots on the clock.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
All right, Seahawks. Don't screw me, Seahawks.
The Saints are now on the clock.
Saints.
The Colts are now on
Justin
the clock.
Golden is a Saint. He goes to New Orleans. Congratulations, buddy. You're in the league. Who's on the clock? The Colts.
The Packers are now on the
They go
clock.
halfback. What needs does the Packers have? What's the Packers' needs? Besides quarterback. It's not strong safety. Doesn't mean they won't pick the strong safety, though. Does not mean they won't pick the strong
The Bears
safety,
are
but
now
they
on the
don't.
clock.
Bears are the last pick of the second round. They need a strong safety. Make a trade. All right, Bears. I'm willing to give up my 3rd round pick right now for you. I'm willing to give up a late 5th rounder for you. And I will toss in a future 3 for the pick that you got right now. You have to take it. It's too good for you to pass up. Just take it. All right. I'm going to do something really stupid, but I'm going to have to do it. Give him my future 2. I'll get another 2 later. I can't lose this pick.
Well, wait, looks like both war rooms are feverishly back on the phones. I think that means a trade is coming.
Can't risk this, man. We can get really good talent. Can't risk it. Cannot risk losing talent right now. So I'm Spartan Dog 657110 is on the clock. And we're going to select. We are going to select. We are going to select Matt Coker. Strong safety. I think with Myron Levy being a star development, I think this guy could be star development. I think it's a need. I think it needs to be happening. We will go with Matt Coker from Boise State. Shamir Roll from Boise State. Let's do it. Make sure this is what I really want to do. I'm still not sure, man. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I hope he got good development. Oh, he's going to be good. I know he's going to be good. We need another safety. This will help us really significantly. Let's take Matt Coker.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
Good pick, but he's normal development. Matt Coker. I expected it to be hidden. But with these draft classes, especially with players in the supercharger class, and he's, I think, one of them, I didn't change the development. I didn't even look at the development. I wanted to just have it hidden. I didn't want to know what their development is. I just put them in the game, put their names on there, and let them ride. Still a good pick, man. A 6 overall, normal development. We'll make him a focus player. He'll be a good player. He's a good player. And so my next pick ain't till round 4 late. So I'm going to be hanging out here for a while. I mean, I don't know if there's anybody else I really, really want. I just don't know. I don't think there is. I mean, there's some talent. Like Alex James is still there, and I could go early for him. Alex James is on the board. I would definitely go for him. Even if I reach, it's still a good pick. Leonard would be great wide receiver depth. Adam Covington is still on the board. Justin Jackson would be a great defensive tackle. You want to go a new free safety, I can get Jimmy Jackson. Right now, we're not moving. I mean, what's my picks anyway? What picks do I have left? I need to know. May not tell me. How many picks I got left? I got 4 picks. I got the 4th round, the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th. So that ride, man.
The Lions are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Broncos
Scott Brown goes to the Jets. Scott Brown from North Dakota State, who won a national championship, goes to the Jets.
The Eagles are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Ricky Boyle goes to the Eagles.
The Vikings are now on the
James Sanders. Coastal Carolina goes to the Chiefs. He was overrated, and they still took him in the third round when he really was a fifth-round pick. They screwed up.
The Bills are now on the clock.
Jalen Hodges is gone.
The Browns are now on the clock.
Stephen Lockhart is gone.
The Redskins are now on the
Thomas
clock.
Barnhart goes to Cleveland.
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Never seen quarterbacks go. They're lowly rated. But 6 overall ain't bad for a quarterback in Madden 20. It's not bad at all. It's starting level. It's not superstar level.
The Bears are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the
TJ
clock.
Sharp, outside linebacker from Tennessee. I was interested in him, but I wasn't really looking at him.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
Like I said, this draft class turned on me when I saw the first round. The first 10 picks basically was the guys I really wanted. Those were the guys I was hoping would fall, and they didn't. Sucks, man.
The 49ers are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock.
Tyler Young.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
Woo! Matt Sherman. Matt Sherman goes to the Cardinals, where he's probably going to be a backup. 62 overall quarterback. Yep, Matt Sherman goes to the Cardinals. Crazy.
The Chargers are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Elijah Rodgers. All these quarterbacks are really low rated.
The Saints are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the
This
clock.
was a defensive end class. There goes Adam Covington. I was thinking about getting him, but you weren't going to get him.
The Packers are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock.
Okay, we're in the 4th round. Anybody worth trading up for? See my draft board. Still at James is on there. I could really go for him. And I'm going to probably wait off on him. I probably will get him this round. I just hope someone doesn't take him early. That would really screw everything up. Let's see. Available. Let's see who's available. Jason Stewart. Shelton. Chris Cook. Cassidy. Alex James. Do you think he'll last that long? I'm just hoping he does. Justin Jackson, 5th rounder, be a good get. But Jimmy Jackson would be great to get. There's some still good players on here that is worthy to get, man. Joey Leonard's there, but I don't really want Joey Leonard. Guys, there's people out here I didn't even scout, so it's like can't really, yeah. So right now, the guy at the man of the hour would be, I need to, is Alex James. Well, let me see something. Are they projecting him to go? Or they're projecting him. First round talent, late first rounder, early fifth rounder. I did not do anything with him. We'll see what happens. Dolphins are on the board. We pick last in this round, so.
The Lions are now on the clock.
There goes a right tackle. There go the Lions.
The Jets are now on the clock.
Okay, they went two offensive linemen. They went two offensive linemen immediately. I'm like, okay, I don't want to take any chances on this. Who's on the board right now? The Jets? The Jets, yeah, the Jets on the clock. I really can't trade anymore. I mean, this is late. They do need a tackle. They don't look like they need a guard. So I might be safe. I really don't really want to trade any more draft picks than I've already. There really is no more to trade. There is really no more to trade. Unless they want this, and I'll give them a 7th rounder for next year. Things they don't want.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Okay, Broncos. What are their needs? What are their needs? Tell me it's not guard. It is guard. I gotta figure something out, man. I cannot. I'm trying to hit home runs in this draft. At least get the players I really need. I really don't want to screw this draft up. Next year's 5th. And I need y'all to give me that pick right now. I do not need y'all to screw this draft up. Close. What if I do? I have a 2 for next year. I don't even have a 6 for next year. Man, we're giving up the store. I got to make trades just to get draft picks back. Man.
I see both teams filling out cards. You know what that means? We've got to trade.
I hated to do it, man. I really hate to do this. This sucks. But I gotta make gotta get the players I need. I can't have a chance of this crap happening. Where we want a guy and we can't get him. We need a guard. We've been needing a guard. Let's get the guard we need right now. Where's he at? He's a talent, late first round talent. He's worth it. I would pick him. Let's draft him.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
And we get a good pick. Ranked 30th in true value, you draft him at 100. Normal development, but he's ready to play. So we got really offensive line depth now. It was worth it. In the end, it was worth it. I mean, it may kind of suck, but it was kind of worth it. We got a 5th and a 6th. Did I trade my 7th from this year? I did not mean to do that. Oh, God. So I wanted to get more. I wanted to get a 7th round pick. Crap. Oh. You don't pick to the 5th round, so I'm going to hang out.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Well, the one thing good about it was I know the players I wanted, and after all those ends went in the 1st round, I still salvaged this draft and sort of made some home run hits, man. And that's all you can ask for. Make some home run hits.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
All right.
The Bills are now on the clock.
It's not really anyone I really want now.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
But who's left on the board that I really want? And I know there's one. I know there's a free safety I want. Yeah, him. Jimmy Jackson. Where's he proceeded to go? Late 5th rounder. We should be able to get him. But someone could draft him early. I'm just hoping they don't. I don't have nothing else to. I don't have no more picks to trade. I'm not trading any more picks, man. I'm already done destroyed my next year's draft. Just trying to get hits.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
In this draft class.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Because you say you want to keep all your draft picks, but you really can't when you sit there and you go, this player could go and I could lose a player I really wanted, and then you're like picking 62 or 63s overall.
The Bears are now on the clock.
There goes a free safety. Can't do nothing about it.
The Rams are now on the clock.
I have nothing else to give. There is no more blood in the turnip to give, man. There is nothing else for me to give them.
The Raiders are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock.
No! They got Jimmy Jackson. That's one loss. That's one loss out of just like a really good class. I got Ebadiah Newsom. I got Joseph Haynes, Matt Coker, and Alex James. I did good, man. We did good. We got some quality players. Would have loved to have Jimmy Jackson, but of course he's a supercharger player. I know his overalls. I knew he was going to be pretty good. I'm gonna see what kind of development he's got. I'm sure he probably even have hidden. They took him early.
The Cardinals are now on the
So
clock.
now I'm just laying back in the cut. I'm not even worried about moving up. Can't move up.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
Not even worried about it no more. Just get 2 players that are worthy.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Just get depth. Just get some depth.
The Falcons are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock.
Justin Jackson, Middle Tennessee State goes to Falcons.
The Ravens are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Saints are now
Lewis
on the
Cook,
clock.
Michigan State goes to the Seahawks. You look a lot like the other player. Patton, get some more faces. Yeah.
The Colts are now on the clock.
Of course, Madden 21 is out, so
The Packers are now on the clock.
which is basically Madden 20 2.0.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
The Broncos will end the 4th round.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
You pick 14.
The Lions are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock.
Now we're getting to the 50 overall players. Players
The
nobody
Broncos
wants.
are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock.
Okay. We want quality. Now it's just all about depth. Who can we get to add depth to our team to make our team a little bit better? I could take this undrafted, talented Indiana guy, but I don't really want to. Joey Leonard, in all my time, I've never drafted a supercharger player. Joey Leonard would be the first one. And I'm thinking about going that way because we can add receiver depth. I think that's where I want to go. But at the same time, I also want to look at where are some ends at that are really good. .1 combine, 5.5, 5.7. Eli Hayes is still there. Guard, I don't really want him though. Matt Lear's still there. We need speed, man. It'd be nice to get another receiver. And we're going to do it. For the first time in series history, I will be drafting a Columbus State Supercharger player. We go.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
Good pick, hidden talent. Welcome, Joey Leonard. He stays in the state of Tennessee. 95 speed, acceleration, hidden depth, talent, 75 catching, 74 catching, traffic, short route, medium route, deep route. Oh, man. I had to get him. Joey Leonard, man, I had to get him. I had to get him. That is awesome. That is awesome. You look at our draft board now. Not draft board. Look at all the players we done drafted. You got Ebadiah Newsome, Joseph Hayes, Matt Coker, Alex James, and Joey Leonard. This is a hell of a good draft class, man. Because even Joseph Hayes has hidden development. Even though they say I reached. I didn't reach. That was a good pick. Obadiah Newsome, hidden development, 75 overall. Matt Coker, normal development, but a good pick, a solid pick. Alex James, good pick. Joey Leonard, hidden development. All right. All right. And that's the first time I've done that. That's the first time I did it. And I'm glad I did that. I really love that pick. That was cool.
The 49ers are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock.
All right, Shelton goes.
The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Bengals are now
Eli
on the clock.
Hayes, I was thinking about taking him. I'm glad I didn't. He's a 60 overall. I'm glad I did take him.
The Chargers are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Cody Bullock, that's a good draft pick. Corner from Furman.
The Patriots are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock.
All right, we're in the last round for us. This will conclude the draft. See if we can get anyone of value.
The Lions are now on the clock.
I didn't get any line depth, though. Might have to do that before we go into preseason.
The Eagles are now on the
Matt
clock.
Lear goes to the Notre Dame, goes to Detroit. So Matt Lear got drafted.
The Broncos are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the
Tim
clock.
Martindale got drafted by the Eagles. Michigan State. Low overall, though. I hate that.
The Vikings are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock.
Michigan Tech.
The
I
Chargers
think I put
are
that
now
in
on the
there.
clock.
Michigan Tech. It's for Michigan Tech.
The Falcons are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock.
Good fullback at 69 overall. Wow, how'd you get that?
The Colts are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock.
May not be a player worth taking. Well, now I can get some draft picks for later. Who's available? Who is available? Ben Jones is still sitting there, 2.7 quarterback in the combine. Wow, that's bad. That is a bad combine. Chris Cutler, zone coverage, quarterback. I'm really happy with what I picked. You know what? What kind of deals do I get if I trade away this pick? You offer. And get a 5th round pick. This is one of the higher 5th round picks for next year. 154, 141. Bucks have a really good deal right now. 58, 144. Do I have a 5th round pick next year? Let's see. What's my draft picks for this year? Alright. I got no 5th round pick. No 5th round pick for next year. I could take Matt Davis, but I know his development is probably going to be really, really good. I mean, and I don't want to overcheese the system. I did bad taking Joey Leonard, but I really, that was a need. Defensive end is a need too, but I really don't want to cheese the system. So I'm kind of like, I don't really want to do that. Big Matt Davis. You can always pick him up if no one drafts him too, so I'd rather do that. We don't have a 5th round pick. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the Vikings offer and walk away. Trade away pick. Yeah, we'll get our 5th rounder back. With actually, the Bills have a better offer. 140, 141, 140. We'll take that.
Hold on now. This pick is trading teams.
So no picks left. I traded away so we can get a 5th round pick for next year.
The Rams are now on the clock.
We will check the rest of this draft out, see who gets drafted.
The Lions are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock.
Ben Jones goes to the Texans, 53 overall, though. You'll never see the field.
The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Taylor Williams is gone.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
My people like they're going to get
The
drafted.
Seahawks are now on the clock.
My undrafted players.
The Saints.
Oh, George DeAngelis did get drafted. He goes to the Seahawks. So he did get drafted.
The Colts are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock.
And the last pick in the draft is now over. All right, let's look at all these draft picks, man. Bradley Meredith. Hidden development. 77 overall to the Dolphins. And you can bet your damn dollar he's got superstar factor. He's got at least a star. He's definitely a star. Hidden development, Andrew Cosby, North Dakota State, 78 overall. Nicholas Kendall. Another end. Hidden development. This was a defensive end juggernaut, man. This was a crazy class, man. If you wanted a defensive end and you were picking in the first 10 picks, you were a very lucky team. Even the outside linebacker, this guy's a hidden development. All hidden development players. Chisholm. He's hidden development, 78 overall. All these players, man. Edward Paul, middle linebacker. I'm not sure about him. I'm pretty sure he's got hidden development. They all got hidden development. I did not alter this class like that, man. This is all Madden's doing. EA did this. This is crazy. Oh, hidden development, 76 overall, another end. This was the if you need a defensive end, you're picking in the top 10. You were lucky. When the Bills crapped out, they got a normal development left end. While everybody else got superstar, got hidden development. That's freaking crazy, man. Hidden development tight end goes to the Bucks. Anthony Lacey from Army, was he? Normal development, 70 to the Washington Redskins. And I'm calling them the Washington Redskins because in Mag 20, they're the Washington Redskins. Dennis Coleman, the receiver. Hidden development receiver. Wow. Steve Johnson from MTSU. Normal development, 70 overall. I really wanted him. Man. Rashad Stackhouse, the strong safety I wanted. 75 overall, strong safety, hidden development. Oh, man. Free safety, Darian Price. 78 overall, hidden development. Man, Like I said, winning the Super Bowl is good. The bad part about winning the Super Bowl, you're picking last. And you don't get these great players, man. Scott Good. Harvey Kemp didn't score too well. Lorenzo Joseph. 70 overall hidden development. 70 overall hidden development for Lorenzo Joseph. Don't understand why they're wearing one eye thing, but what? Okay, whatever. Try to get this stuff. Yeah, I'm just taking pictures right now, making sure I have this down for when I can post it. Lorenzo Joseph was the first Columbia State player to go, and he went in the first round to the New York Giants. Of course, I drafted Abadiah Newsome, one of the best picks. I mean, every first round we've nailed it. And we get Abadiah Newsome, man. We had to trade up to get him, but it was worth the trade up. It was definitely worth the trade up. Joseph Garrison, Jeff Cronin. 74 overall, hidden development, goes to the Patriots. The rich get richer. Georgia Tech player. Tim Perkins, Jimmy Aldridge, Barry Tate. What's Barry Tate? Normal development, 70 overall. Not a bad, he would have been a good starter though. Not a bad player at all. He would have been good. Joseph Haynes, which we got. Can't believe he was. Oh, he did have hidden development. He definitely was one of the best. Very good pick for us. Off the start. Marcus Fontenot. Surprisingly, not highly rated. Case, Bonds, Dan Lee. Justin Golden. Justin Golden goes to the Saints. Matt Coker comes to us. Solid pick. We needed a strong safety too. Got our strong safeties out. Scott Brown. Let's see. Anyone else? Matt Sherman. Basically a backup for the rest of his life for Kyler Murray. At least for 4 years. That's what he'll be used as. Unfortunately, I hate that. That's what it is. Jimmy Jackson went to the Browns. When that happened, I just went like, no! No! He had hidden development, too. That is so disappointing. That is so disappointing. I really wanted him. He would have helped the whole Kevin Byard thing because Kevin Byard's aging. He would have been a great, he would have been great. Justin Jackson from Middle Tennessee State. Here's Cook. Oh, yeah. Can't forget about our pick, Joey Leonard. We're in the 18. I had to get a receiver, man, and I'm like, for death, and I'm like, I have to have it. I got to make a splash. I knew he was good, but I was like, man, I need someone that can make a splash. He's definitely the one that will make a splash in the series, man. See if I spot anybody else. Lorenzo Joseph from North Dakota State. Ben Jones. George DeAngelis. Who will grow to be a good player. That is it. That is the draft. It is over. I look to make some moves later on. But that is the draft, and that is the end of off-season for the Titans franchise. I am so glad for anyone who is watching this and is enjoying it, gets to see what I do to get this stuff going. The hard work I have to put in and just seeing how the process is made to get a team that's good enough to compete for a championship. And of course, now we're the defending champs. So now it's all about defending our title, but it's also about not even looking to defend our title, still being hungry and still looking to chase second Super Bowl ring. But I thank y'all for paying attention. I'm not paying attention. I thank y'all for anyone watching the video, and I'll see you soon, and we'll come back with preseason week 1. I will be streaming. I'll be trying to stream that, and hopefully I'll have a camera. So, till that next time, see you guys later. Solo Dolo out.